What's furry and flies through the air, teaching us to think with our heart? Me! I am Virtuleze! From a star comes Virtuleze, teaching us to do good deeds. Values, manners, thank you please. We're great kids like Virtuleze.
Look, Virtuleze, it's the last piece and it goes right here. North America will be a lot of fun to learn about, Joleen. Oh, look! Arizona is where the Grand Canyon is. You can actually see it from outer space. Wow, that's a fun fact, Virtuleze. And did you know Florida is where the astronauts blast off and fly into space? I bet the world is beautiful from outer space. It is, Joleen. Every time I visit here, I take a moment to look at the earth before I visit you. The land is always so green, and the oceans are always so blue, and the clouds are always so white. Well, I've only seen pictures. I bet it'd be quite an experience to see the world from outer space. It is fun, Joleen. I would also love to see the very bottom of the ocean, too. I bet that's quite a sight to see. You know what? Next time, let's learn about the ocean. That would be Virtuleze. Gosh, Joleen, this popcorn is delicious, but I'm getting thirsty. Me too, Virtuleze. You know, I'll go get us something to drink. Oh my, what is that? I know what that is, but I never thought I would ever see it. It's the traveling treasure chest. My father, Papa V, said that he and several of the best Virtilian toy makers created it. They put all their skills and effort together for a long time to make it the most premier toy on Star Virtuous. Then one day, it just vanished and they never found it again. There are rumors that it just appears somewhere in the cosmos every once in a while. They say it makes wishes come true if you have a good heart. The wishes only come true if you're not being selfish, but if you're thinking of other people too. Well, Virtuleze, you always have a good heart, and sharing is the right and good thing to do. Try to wish for something. Well, I'm really thirsty, so here goes. May Joleen and I have something to drink, Mr. Traveling Treasure Chest? Wow, it worked, Virtuleze. Your wish came true because you included me in your wish. You were sharing. The chest is a wonderful lesson in sharing, don't you think? I do. It's very rewarding to share.
Oh, hello everybody.
Hey everybody, how are you?
It's so good to see you. What is that? Is that the traveling treasure chest? I wish it would have visage popped near me when I was tropplegasking around as a kid. I would have wished for 5 candy bars so I could stuff myself silly. Instead, I had to purchase all of my candy bars using all of my allowance. Come to think of it though, after I ate them all, it gave me a humongolicious belly bulge.
Well, they say that if you ask for selfish things, it will leave and search for someone with a good heart. You have a good heart, Professor, but sometimes you learn the hard way. Am I right?
Some lessons are that way, Orbit. Now I share all my candy bars. Lesson learned. So, the traveling treasure chest just appeared before you, Virtuleze?
It sure did.
Did it work?
Joleen and I were thirsty, so I asked for a couple of drinks, and it worked.
That's really awesome.
That's Virtuleze, Virtuleze. Star Virtuous and all its wonders will never cease to amaze me. I should move there. You know, I could start my own butterfly shop. Let's see, there's the monarch butterfly, the painted lady, the red admiral, the morning cloak, and of course, butterfly shrimp. I'll be famous.
How about if we just get through today's lesson, Professor? That's way too much butterfly information.
There's never too much butterfly information, Orbit. Did you know that butterflies can taste with their feet? It's true! They love toe jam!
Oh, please, Professor. Really? Virtuleze, maybe you can help us with North America today and tell us about the puzzle you and Joleen are working on.
Okay, Orbit, that will be fun. This is the United States. Along with Canada and Mexico, it's one of the 3 largest countries in North America. Canada's in the north and Mexico is in the south.
Wow, look at all the fun people and animals on that map. Let's explore. There I am in Nevada doing my other job. I'm a scarf model and lollipop taste tester, as you can see. In South Dakota, the state is so small that only 4 people can fit there. However, in Minnesota, the fish are so large that they take up the whole state. What fun! I want to live there.
Orbit, maybe you better take over again.
Yeah,
This is just a puzzle, Professor. Are you getting confused?
A puzzle? An enigma? I'm absolutely floggle-plopped. Let me see it again. You're right, Joleen. This is just a puzzle. I see the problem, too. A raccoon would never be seen next to a Mr. Potato Head. They are natural enemies.
I'll take it from here, Professor. Kids, here are some fun facts about North America. It has 23 countries. The United States has the most people, but the largest city is Mexico City, which has 9 million festive people living there.
9 million? That's my favorite number next to 5. What are the odds? I wonder if those odds are 9 million to 5. That would be unbelievable. What are the odds of that, I wonder? I wonder if those odds are also 9 million to...
Professor, focus. Stay with me, please. Kids, North America is home to many different types of countries. Canada can be very cold and a lot of people speak French there. Way south of Mexico is a country called Panama. It has a man-made passageway through the whole country so that the boats can get from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean in a very short time. Otherwise, boats would have to go all the way around South America to get to the same point.
When I was a child, I used to have a toy boat I used to play with at bath time. I named it the Tubtanic. I lost it in a sea of suds one day when I was playing with my other toy, Frosty the Iceberg. I never found out what happened to poor Tubby, and I lost many other toy boats since then, but miraculously, somehow, I managed to hang on to Frosty.
Well, that's, tough childhood, Professor. Lastly, kids, in Mexico there were many different native tribes that came from there, including the Mayans and the Aztecs. They speak Spanish in Mexico, but most people in North America speak English.
Well, what's Spanish for hello, kids?
It's hola, niños.
Oh, okay. Well, what's English for hello, kids?
Hello, kids.
Yes, hello, kids.
Hello, kids is English for hello, kids, Professor.
Oh, well, I see. Well, hello, kids. That's English if you didn't know.
Virtuleze. Maybe you can use the traveling treasure chest and wish for a couple of items to show the kids about North America.
That's a great idea, Orbit. Well, Jolene's porch is in Texas. Texas is in the United States, which is a part of North America. Let's see if I can get a couple of fun things that belongs to the United States. Mr. Traveling Treasure Chest, can you show us a couple of items for the kids to see from the United States? Wow, these 3 items are very American, Virtuleze. Now, this is the flag that represents the United States, and each of the 50 stars represents one of our states. This is a football, a very American sport. And yummy, this is apple pie. There are many sports and games to play all over the world, like soccer, baseball, basketball, tennis, golf, and many more. And kids from all over the world play those different sports all over the world and learn to make many new friends. They think with their heart. X marks the spot.
Oh, and don't forget the apple pie. It's very American. Who am I kidding? I love pizza. It's my favorite. They're both very tasty, though.
So what are you trying to say, Professor?
Well, I'm trying to say they're both very tasty, but you know, pizza.
Yeah, pizza's great. That's all for North America today, kids, and that's a wrap on our last geography lesson. Thanks, everybody.
That's our last geography lesson? Oh no! I wanted to talk about all the other things we haven't discussed, like all the other pizza locations in the world. It's very important to know where to get a pizza. Pizza geography is just as important as mathematics and science.
No, it's not, Professor. Are you gonna be okay? Sorry, Joleen. He's just having a Professor Pizza pity party. But the professor and I would love to thank you and Virtuleze for allowing us to be a part of these lessons on geography.
Well, thank you too, Orbit. I do have a request, though. Do you think you and the professor could help us with other lessons?
Virtuleze, how about the oceans?
Ah, the ocean! That's a wonderful idea! Orbit and I would be honored to dip our feet into the wonders of the ocean. We shall turn on the faucets of the briny deep, all the way on and embark on a voyage in a sea of knowledge that will quench the thirst of learning in every child. Am I right, Orbit?
Oh, brother. Yes, Joleen, it would be an honor to teach the kids about the oceans.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, yeah, I
Anyway,
guess it
bye,
was. I'm
Joleen.
sorry.
Bye, Virtuleze.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
That was a wonderful lesson, Virtuleze. But what happens to the chest?
I think the chest goes and stays where it wants, Joleen.
Wow, I'd be honored if it stayed here.
I'd better go too, Joleen. But first, Mr. Traveling Treasure Chest, a gift for Joleen. Goodbye, Joleen.
Bye, Virtuleze. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Virtuleze.
I am Virtuleze.